So what was the thought of the week for me? One thing that I've learned this week that has really been a game changer is the importance of embracing silence. Because I feel this polarity of me feeling either inspired, being in these states of inspiration, enthusiasm, alignment, the future is clear. And I just feel good and fulfilled and happy about where I am and where I'm going and what I need to do. Then the other side, feeling more depressed and less inspired, less enthusiastic. I don't have that much of a curiosity to learn. The future seems very muddy, and I get trapped in my mind thinking about how I'm going to get to where I want to be. And I found the switch between the two is awareness and silence. So being aware of what your body's really trying to tell you in these states of non-inspiration. And you do that by sitting your ass down and just quieting the mind. And it's hard for a lot of people because we're not used to going to that place of peace. But to lie down or to sit down and just do a body scan of how you're doing. Where am I feeling tension? Where am I feeling like I have knots of emotional, undigested pain or anger or resentment or guilt or comparison or whatever? See that and do a release practice. I have a really good one I use that a lot of people may not want to get into, but it's an energy centers meditation, or other words called chakra. You have these 7 energy centers in your body, and when someone guides you through each of these parts of your body, the one I listened to was by Michael Seeley, and it just gave me the awareness I needed of where I was tight, where I was holding tension, where I was holding some emotional baggage I haven't dealt with, and I released it. And then suddenly your mind can just relax into the peace that it deserves. And there's a really beautiful quote from the book, Lao Tzu's book, Tao Te Ching. And it goes, when we find our way back to silence, we find our way back to peace. And when we find our way back to peace, the world reharmonizes itself. I can't think of any better explanation for when you're in these states of not being inspired, not being enthusiastic, than making that switch to more harmony. And it's because, that's funny, I'm doing this loop, making this video right now, and there's this chick on her phone, and I've passed her 3 times. Finally, she's like, what? But anyways, making that switch really just takes a bit of awareness and acceptance of how you're feeling currently. And then a bit of silence. And then a bit of reimagining. What do I want to feel? Ideally, what would I like to feel right now? What state of being would I like to be in? For me, it's usually one of gratitude, one of inspiration, one of enthusiasm and love. But most importantly, for me nowadays, it's one of trust, one of knowing that even though these states don't feel good and it feels like I'm off the path to where I want to go, that they play a role. And every act or happening is really just an indication that you are on your path or you have strayed from your path. So you need both. You need to know when you've missed the target. You need to know when you've started to wander. And your body and mind will give you indications by putting you into these states of non-inspiration or depression to show you that, hey man, you need to get back on path, or you need to acknowledge this part of you that has been growing subconsciously, that hasn't been helping you, but you've kind of pushed aside. Now, with this pain, it's pushing you into an awareness of such in order to get past it and then come out the other side stronger and on your path again. And so silence has really been key for me nowadays. Every time I feel overwhelmed, every time I feel uninspired or not enthusiastic, or the future doesn't look as clear as I know it could, I don't feel my actions are what they should be in the current time, or that I could be doing more, I know the antidote now is silence. To delete Instagram, to delete social media, to limit my consumption, and to just be. And then the awareness comes, and with that awareness comes that silence, and then peace. And then the world really does kind of reharmonize itself, which is beautiful. And so, thought of the week or realization is just, when you feel overwhelmed, all the rest of it, seek silence. Bless up, everyone.